Audio Jungle.
MongoDB is a NoSQL database. Okay. Before going to MongoDB, first of all, what is meant by database? Database is nothing but a collection of interrelated information where you can store anything like student details, employee details, hotel booking, flight booking. Okay, like that. You can store anything. Okay, that is nothing but database. To maintain the database, we need one software. That is nothing but DBMS, Database Management System. It's a collection of related information where you can store anything. Okay, DBMS advanced is RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. It's a software to create and maintain the database. Coming to MongoDB. MongoDB is a open source NoSQL document oriented database. Basically, it is for NoSQL, not only SQL. It developed with C++ programming languages. Okay, so coming to RDBMS versus MongoDB. RDBMS will store the data in the form of rows and columns. Here it will store the data in documents. Document is nothing but a key value pairs. In RDBMS, data will store in tables and columns and rows. Here in the documents. Okay. So coming to theorem, CAP theorem. This is the CAP theorem. So RDBMS. Coming to RDBMS examples are like databases, MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL. These are the RDBMS databases. What is meant by CAP theorem? CAP is nothing but consistency, availability, and partition tolerance. Whereas MongoDB is having consistency and partition will be more compared to RDBMS. In RDBMS like MySQL, Oracle, we have consistency and high availability will be more. Coming to availability and partition, that will be more in Cassandra and CouchDB. So we are in this database, MongoDB. So MongoDB having consistency more and partition tolerance is more compared to high availability. Okay, this is the data scalability about CAP theorem. So here in MongoDB, we'll store the data in documents. So document is nothing but key value pairs. In RDBMS, we'll call it as rows. Collection. Collection is nothing but it's a list of documents. It contains the documents. So in RDBMS, we can consider it as a table. So database. Database is nothing but you can consider as schema. Okay, like that. So this is the comparison between RDBMS and NoSQL. In RDBMS, we will call as a database. Database is a list of collection of tables. Here also we can consider it as a schema or database. In RDBMS table, here we can consider as a collection. It's a collection is a collection of documents. In RDBMS row in a table. Here we call it as a document. Here column we can consider as a field or column. In RDBMS we have giants. In MongoDB we don't have any giants. It's embedded statements. Okay, here we have primary key, some other constraints. Here we have directly with underscore ID it will create one document. This is the default primary key in MongoDB. So like that we have MongoDB in RDBMS we have tools like Oracle or MySQL. Here MongoDB is a tool to start the MongoDB server. This is MySQL or SQL place. This is to connect to server. In MongoDB we have Mongo to connect to MySQL MongoDB server. So apart from this is the example document. Suppose employee number, employee name and date of birth. If you want to store in a document, it's like this. You can store. It's a embedded document, not a single table. You can store it in a collection. So what are the advantages over RDBMS? We know RDBMS is a MySQL, Oracle, SQL Server. These are the RDBMS. So in MongoDB we have a schema less. Here schema is very less compared to RDBMS. As well as it stores the data in documents. Here no giants, no complex giants, nothing will be there. Here simple. For each document, one primary default primary key will store with underscore id column. So that is the advantage of MongoDB. And also here we can store a terabytes of data like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. These are terabytes of data we can store. Okay, it's a tree structured data we can store. A column can contain multiple columns, multiple documents. So why we need to use MongoDB? So suppose if you want to store bulk data like terabytes of data, if you want to store, you can use. And also here replication, high availability, and also auto sharding also there in MongoDB. Sharding is there. That is for read high availability and for data scalability purpose. Here we can write rich queries and retrieving also will be very faster. So that's why these are the features of my MongoDB. Then we can use. So these are the special features of MongoDB. Like it supports JavaScript as well as its schema is very less here, and also can supports secondary indexes and geographical indexes, and also it will support high performance and data scalability, and also like this you can maintain very simply here. Installation maintenance is very simple in MongoDB. So coming to MongoDB history. So actually MongoDB has introduced in the year 2007 with this company 10 generation. That company has introduced that previous version, that is 1.2 version. After that they have announced the official version, that is in the year 2009, that is 1.4 version. Okay, after that they have reached 2.6 in the year 2014. So now current version is 3.2.8. It's a 10 generation product. 10 gen. This is the 10 gen product. It's a open source. You can download at a free of cost in mongodb.org website. Current stable version is 3.0.3. That was released in the year 2015. These are the top 10 NoSQL databases like MongoDB, Cassandra, Rake, Headspace, Couch, Redis. These are the popular RDBMS. CouchDB, MongoDB. Because why it become most popular means here, see here CAP theorem, MongoDB having partition tolerance and consistency will be more compared to other NoSQL database like CouchDB or HBase, big tables. These are, so that's why MongoDB became most popular NoSQL. It stores the data in document oriented. Okay.